Hello, happy campers. Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of my personal multi-tools. One is from a company called Craftsman, and this is a Swiss Army knife. And for the Swiss Army knife, you also come with this. You can buy this separately. This is more of your tool set. And the ratchet is very high quality and very convenient to have. It's unidirectional, so if you want to reverse, you have to take it off and flip it over, and now you can either tighten down or loosen it up. Anyway, let's take a look at this. The holder also come with this tool set. You can change the tool bits. It's just standardized to the screw bits. This is something very handy. Just you can use this to select the tool bits that you want for your purposes. All right, let's put this aside first. And I think this is the one that is very, very interesting multi-tool. I don't think Craftsman makes this model anymore. This particular set was purchased about 25, 30 years ago. It says Craftsman Professional. You open it up like this. As you can see, for the plier, it's not a single piece solid like the Swiss Army knife. All right, this is more of a sandwich construction. But one unique function of this plier is that you can enlarge by pushing over, give you a larger area for clamping on your screws or bolts or anything like that. And put them back, just slide them over. You can close them like this. All right. And the tools within the handle area is also very convenient. You have a hook, you have more like a screwdriver kind of a setup right here. You can change in the bits from Phillips to straight or flat, whatever you call it. Or if you want, you can actually, like I said, you know, get something else right here, but because the size differences, they're not compatible, so you need to buy a separate insert, which I don't have, but you can use whatever come with this and come with Craftsman and insert them like that. The torque screw heads are used for a lot of scope rings, scope mounts, and stuff like that, so it's rather convenient. And even this, it comes with a very, as you can see, it has the spring-loaded ball right here to lock them into place, and you can put it out, give you the Phillips and flathead. Both of them, unfortunately, they're both of them the same identical size, I believe. And where this side, actually, this side is a little bit smaller, so it gives you two different sizes that you can use. And it also has a spring loader and a steel ball right here, and there's detailing there to lock this locks in. Okay. On this side, the usual assortment of tools that you can see. You have a file, saw, little knife, kind of sharp, so knife like that. And it's kind of hard to open them up like this to show you guys Anyway, let's just leave it like that then. And nothing, nothing particularly unique about what they have here, because other brands, for example, like the Swiss Army knife, they also have assortment of the tools. Okay, but they're on the back side of it. Knife, bottle opener. As you can see, the condition of this, has been using this for a long time. Little peak right here, so you can drill holes on your leather stuff. Saw blades, Phillips screwdriver, scissor, a bottle opener, and file. Okay. For the Swiss Army knives, you can buy one of those. It's still available on the market. You're looking at about $100, and this is probably about $30-40. I'm sure you still can find them in Amazon or on eBay. Very handy. I always have this set in my toolbox in the car, just in case there's something, some little repairs or for emergency purposes. There's something I can use. The Craftsman was purchased for the purpose of for putting my emergency bag, because when push comes to a shove, the likelihood I need a needle nose kind of a plier like this, it's not as common, but for the most part, this is a part that this kind of a plier design is what we need and use for the most part. And Craftsman, needless to say, the quality is very good. I really like it. I'm not sure where you can find this anymore, but 25 years ago when I bought it, I mean, it wasn't that expensive. That's probably about somewhere in the neighborhood of $50. But as you can see, after 25 years, I mean, it still held up pretty good, very solid. I really like it. If you have a bug up bag or call it a bug up bag or emergency bag or something like that, this is something you probably want to consider, because it's very useful. And there's nothing wrong with having something like this, because having a tool, having a plier, and the ability to use as a screwdriver, a little file, and all this combination of the little tools right here give you the convenience. And there's nothing wrong with something like this. And this is the part that I really like, and the compactness of this particular set. As you can see, you can put everything, store them all together. Just gives you a lot of flexibility. And besides, like I said, yeah, Phillips screwdriver heads, a larger Phillips screwdriver, flat, torque wrench, torque screw heads. Very convenient. And let's talk about the bad parts of these tools. The part that I didn't like. For the Swiss Army knife, I don't know why they came out for the knife. They came out with this kind of design. I don't know. It's probably because the material used, the stainless steel, it's rather difficult to keep it and maintain the sharpness. That's why it's not really used very often. And one thing is that this little switch right here, you push down and you can it locks the blade, and you can put them back in. For Craftsman, it's more of a straightforward. Whatever tool that you need to use, just pull it out. careful. I mean, this little hook right here is very sharp, and there's no lock. So after you finish, just push them back in. I think if I have a choice, I'd rather have some kind of locking mechanism, so the blades or whatever tool I use won't change its orientation while I'm using it. Probably gives me better torque when I'm using it. The blade is a lot smaller. This one right here. This is the Swiss Army knife. Let me flip this around. It's a little bit shorter, but this one comes with a serrated edge, so it's very sharp, much sharper than the Swiss Army knife. Craftsman, made in America, very good quality. I really like it. Very useful. I think that's about it. If you're a collector, if you can find something like this, I mean, more power to you, because this is something you can really use even on a daily basis, and it's also very nice to have just in your backpack or in your vehicle for little repairs or just very convenient tools. Alrighty, if you have any questions or comments, and like I said, this is just my personal tools. I'm not paid by Craftsman or Swiss Army Knife to do any kind of promotion or commercials for them. And of course, if I say something that's not entirely accurate, or I made a mistake, let me know. Highly appreciate it, guys. And have a good one. We'll see you guys next time.